Hello, this is Terry with Two Crazy Plant Friends, and this is for those people who have just ordered one of our new plants, and I just wanted to show you some hints and tips on unboxing your new plant friend. I suggest maybe not doing it around your dogs, but they're here for moral support. Let's get started. The first thing that you're going to want to do is inspect your new package. As you can see here, this was shipped priority 3-day mail, and I have purchased from this provider. It's a shop in Florida, and you can see that the package is kind of beat up, squished a little bit. You can see right in here. You can also see that it got banged around quite a bit. But this will kind of tell you, how, or it is a good representation on how most of our packages look whenever we do get them. So that's a little bit of an understanding of why your plant may be stressed out from being tossed around for a few days. Let's open up the box and see what's inside. I suggest getting a pair of scissors and finding the seam slowly, not trying to pierce in too far, but slowly try to cut the line of that tape. I try not to use scissors too much because I don't want to accidentally cut something like a plant or a leaf or a stem. Most plant providers will pack it pretty good with some paper from their local newspapers. This one, because we received some tropical plants, they created kind of some humidity with this setup. So I'm going to slowly open it up. And as I open it, I just kind of try to inspect the packaging just to be sure that it looks okay. Your plants from us will most likely come very similarly packed. This is one of the best methods that we have seen. So what we recommend is taking your scissors, and you can see right here how there's just some masking tape on here. I'm going to try to cut kind of away from the package, but trying to get it in there. We don't recommend ripping this because if you rip it and there's a leaf maybe folded into this packaging, you could damage that leaf. So just very carefully snipping that. And then I will very carefully open it up, and there's another piece of tape right here. This is one of the better places I've seen with their packing method, and that's kind of what we're going to try to use as our guideline. But I just try to very gently open it as if the person intended when they packed it. Now, as you can see, this is wrapped up in some paper towels. That's to keep the moisture locked in there during the trip to your house. Again, just very slowly cutting away the tape. And then peeling back. And as you can see, this is a jewel orchid. It's in excellent condition. There is some yellowing that you can see right here on the leaf, but I don't see any brown spots, which is great. I also can see there is a tiny leaf right here that is propping out, so that's kind of a good sign. During the shipping process, your plant may experience some different types of stress, and that stress may come out as yellowing leaves, maybe some brown around the edges, especially with tropical plants. Tropical plants, remember, they like that humidity, and being in a box for 3 to 4 days isn't the greatest, you know, isn't the best situation for them, and they won't have much light. So now I'm just going to gently, after I've removed this tape that was just holding on to the side of the pot here, I'm going to gently remove. I'm going to take this out for right now. I'm going to gently remove this paper towel. And as we can see, there is a leaf down here that is fully yellowed. It has just a tiny bit of green on it, but it is mostly yellow. I'm not terribly worried because the actual stem of the plant looks really healthy, and you know, I'm sure this is going to perk up in just a few days. Now, after I get my plants out, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to water them today. I am going to place them in a kind of an ambient light, just kind of regular lighting. I'm not going to put them close to the window or anything like that. I'm going to just let them chill out for the next day or two because they're used to being in a dark box. Because of that, we kind of just want to let them acclimate to the house, the light, and the humidity in the house. After you have fully unpacked your plants, you can kind of inspect them a little bit closer. You may also realize that some of the plants, as you open them, some of the soil dumped out, as you can see here with this succulent, or some of the bark that came out with this orchid. That's perfectly fine. We recommend that you don't repot your plant right away, but if you need to do some touch-ups to kind of help just the longevity of the plant, go ahead and do so. So I'm going to take some of this bark that was already with it, and I'm going to pack that back into the pot. With this succulent soil, I'm going to try to reuse as much as I have here, but I may add just a little bit more to secure it in that pot. If you receive a new plant in the winter time, it's recommended to maybe wait until the growing season, which would be in spring, to repot it. Also, I'm not going to water these for maybe 1 or 2 days and just let them get acclimated to the house. With your succulent plants, you're going to want to actually just set them in water. Set them into a bowl that has a little bit of water that goes up just to about right here. And it's going to soak up that water through the soil. Your water-loving plants, like this orchid, you can gently put some water up here on top. With any plant, you will want to use lukewarm water. Don't use cold or super hot. And also with orchids, never put ice cubes in here. I hope this helps you acclimate your new plants to your home. Thank you for watching.